Welcome back.
Dang. Welcome back, guys.
To the This and Much More podcast. I'm your host, Rollie Vogues. And my lovely co-host is...
You're my co-host. I'm the host. Welcome back, guys, to This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelin and my co-host
Rollie Vogues.
Okay, why are you interrupting me?
Why is your mic, though, crooked?
My mouth is crooked.
It is a little bit sometimes.
It is. I do talk sideways. That's what I was telling Amy today.
I talk sideways, too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. If you go watch the old videos, sale.
I don't intentionally talk sideways. But it's all Gucci.
I want to see if you're going to say it gets hot in here because I'm already burning up.
Turn on the fan. I'm already hot.
No, yeah.
Turn on the fan.
No.
Oh, my God.
For the break. But yeah, so welcome back, guys. This is another podcast of This and Much More. I feel like this is the one podcast that we probably took a break the most on, right? It doesn't even seem that way, because we didn't drop anything last week.
We didn't drop the week that we went to Disney because we were on vacation. We didn't drop the week we came back because of Hurricane Beryl. And then the week after that
when we dropped
Entre Nos, and we dropped
John.
We dropped John.
Everything has been like como que one doesn't drop, the other two do.
Yeah,
like
just because obviously for This and Much More, we haven't really recorded with guests. I don't think we have any more guests pending, right?
Not at the moment. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be reaching out to different people. But let's just talk.
This is the first time we don't have guests lined up.
Yeah.
We always have guests lined up like 2 months in advance. But this is the first time that I feel like, not that we're slacking because we're not, but we did take a break, like a vacation. Then we got hit with hurricane. And then we're going through other changes, that we haven't even talked about on here.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why everything was on the air. But I think right now we kind of already know with the changes that are coming that we can still book some guests. So I'm excited for that to reach out to some
antes
people.
I would feel like we had to book somebody right at like, I don't know, it felt like this very pressure to like have people, but I kind of like,
me and you.
I like it when it's me and you. It's cool. I like it. I guess what I'm saying is like I don't want to feel that pressure. Como que, man, we don't have no guests. Like,
it's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's our podcast.
Yeah, we can make the content ourselves. But it's always cool to have somebody on, regardless.
It's always good to have 3 people in a conversation.
Yeah, pero it's worked out for Entre Nos and everything. So
I know. Entre Nos is like the perfect example.
So how does it feel though? Porque since Alondra's gonna have a baby,
she was telling me that she said, I think you should take a break. I
don't think you should now.
And I said, Roland said he doesn't think I should take a break. And he's like, I think you should take a break. But then I low-key felt that, I know she don't care, but I low-key felt she didn't want me to like find somebody else.
No, yeah, because she was like, what if you don't vibe with them?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. That's when
I
I'm
vibe
like,
with everybody.
Yeah, that's when she's probably like, fuck.
She's irreplaceable. But everybody's replaceable, right? But I love Entre Nos really is me and Alondra. Like, I just think it's like,
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
Literally, we made that, we branded Entre Nos, right? Me and her and I. I don't know. I was going to talk to you about that. Like, I didn't know whether I did have some people in mind, However, I just think that these people, I would love to have conversations with Alondra. So that's the only thing, because me and her had just talked about bringing on guests. So then I wouldn't want to bring on guests on Entre Nos as a replacement to her.
Yeah, no, it's not even a replacement to her. Pero it's just like to keep the content going. The way I see it is like, okay, the people that watch Entre Nos now, like that, let's say, porque obviously the podcast has the 3 different podcasts. But then I feel like Entre Nos has that specific audience, right? Of like people that, let's say, like they just tune in to watch.
What if I went live on Entre Nos by myself and just talk to the people? Would that be possible or no?
I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
Pero we can talk about the whole life.
Nobody's gonna join.
No, but porque that episode will end up staying on the channel,
Oh, okay.
Pero it's just a lot more that goes into it. I feel like it'd be
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, we have to definitely think about it. But right now, she said she might come back on Monday, and then she'll go on maternity leave because next week is her due date, right? So then Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm drinking a Monster, guys, in case you're listening to on Spotify. And so I really do need to sit down with you and just brainstorm what we're going to do with Entre Nos. I mean, I've replaced Alondra before with Giselle, right? So, it'd be kind of like that, just bringing different people from...
Substituted.
Yeah, substituted. So,
Yeah.
Why? Because I say replace?
Replace sounds crazy.
Oh, well, substituted Alondra.
Nah,
I don't really like that word.
What, substitute?
Yeah,
Because it reminds you of school?
No, because it sounds like prostitute.
Oh, okay.
It does, doesn't it? Substitute, prostitute. Yeah.
Yeah, plenitude, plentitude, aptitude,
do you use
attitude,
that? Attitude, yeah.
gratitude, ratatouille.
Okay, babe.
I was about to start rapping, but no, but I definitely think that right now that we can brainstorm right now, right, and just have a little session or whatever.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Like, what do y'all think? Should I just take a break with her and we just don't? Or I'm down for either or. I'm down for the break, and I'm also down to just bring guests.
Yeah, because
bringing the guests is the schedule part's what's gonna be.
How long is she gonna be gone for?
She said like around 2 months.
Okay.
So that is a long time.
Yeah, but what could happen is like instead of like book. I mean, you could book people. Mm-hmm. We could book people to join the episodes for the times that she's gone. Or it could be like a recurring. That way, it's not too much. It could be like if we decide to bring somebody on, and then be like, "Hey, you think you can come in for like 2 like special guest episodes like 2 weeks in a row?" I see like that way it's 2 weeks in a row. The next person can come for another 2 weeks. Like
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Just to that way it's not like unless they can only do one. Unless you want to do that and be like, oh, one this week, one this week, one this week. Because we pretty much you can line those dates out, but if you were to bring somebody on for like, hey, you think we can do like 2 weeks or 2 episodes, then they can be like, oh, well, I'm available on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I see something like that. I don't know, it really depends.
Yeah, because the thing about bringing other people on is that the schedule.
Yeah, but I mean, since it's 1 or 2 episodes, then it shouldn't be too crazy.
Yeah. Definitely something I'm looking over here, and I'm just like, it would be great to bring like Channel Purple back, like as not to update her life, but to see her point of views in life, like Rachel from Amato Coffee. Esther. Oh, it'd be cool to have Esther and Mai in the same episode. That'd be dope.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I think
it'll be girl talk.
No, yeah. I mean, I know you guys say like, oh, Entre Nos is not just for girls, but I mean, literally like the last episodes like
have been about her pregnancy.
Yeah, and it's like it's a women podcast.
It is a women podcast.
If anything, I would want to brand it.
It's a women podcast, but we empower men too.
Like empowerment? That. How?
Huh?
How do you do it?
We give y'all tips. We give y'all tips how not to be. I was gonna say a bad word.
How to not be Rob?
No.
Or what do you mean?
No, I was gonna say a bad word. How does Rob mean like a bad word? And I was gonna say we teach y'all not to be bitches. Not you specifically, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. No, but
that is wild.
I do think that something like that would be dope. Instead of taking the break, because I did think about it. I'm like, okay, if y'all take a break, then it's like less work on me, right? Pero
damn, Roland wants to keep me working, guys. Tell him that I deserve
literally
a break.
like
I know.
one day out of the week, and you just get to just record yourself talk. That's it,
And not like if I don't talk enough already, right?
Yeah,
like,
pero no, I
so
wanna.
You agree
what?
That I don't talk enough already.
Yeah, you don't talk enough.
You don't think so?
I mean, when you just started talking on social media, like
I meant like in life, in real life.
Oh no, you talk a lot.
I did talk a lot.
But yeah, no. Let's.
Okay, well, we're gonna think about it, guys.
And it has to be decided like
tomorrow.
Yeah, porque it has to be decided yesterday, because I know
I'm already thinking who can I bring on like next week already. I'm sure we'll hit somebody up. I'll talk to some people. Yeah. I got some numbers on my phone, so I'll just hit somebody up and be like, hey, pull up right now and let's talk.
Fuck it.
Let's talk about your life. Tell me.
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I think I already have some people in mind.
Okay, but yeah, other than that, man, like I want to really push the podcast more. I feel like now I'm at a point where, okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm getting back into the groove of things because we went to Disney, right?
Yes, me too.
And what? You too?
Like I'm getting back in the groove too.
I was like, yeah, oh shit, you were there. Like,
well, though I planned the trip.
Damn, saying duh to me, babe. That's crazy. It's cold-hearted.
Oh my God, it's not.
You think I'm sensitive?
You are sensitive.
Because I don't like the...
Your ex told me you were sensitive.
Huh?
Your ex told me you were sensitive. He's a very sensitive guy. And I was like, I like sensitive.
From middle school? What are you talking about?
The high school girl.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's like, se me borró.
That's wild.
I'm like digging in there and I feel like
You're low-key breaking her heart.
I feel
right
like
now,
I applied.
Sure
I feel like I applied to get into East Early College High School, and then I graduated.
What about me? I was part of that.
You're in there somewhere.
Oh damn! Just the part where you first saw me. Tell them what you thought when you first saw me.
I thought you had a big butt. That?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was young.
So you were blind? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I had my contacts at the time. I needed to go get that checked.
All right. Oh, that's crazy. That's wild.
Hey, but people change, you know. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Maybe he did have a big butt.
Lost my butt.
No, maybe he had a big butt,
Yeah,
and then
I
had abs and everything. Where the fuck did that go? You know,
that's definitely gone.
Yeah, it's fucking. Se
like
convirtió uno, you know. Oh no,
como
shit.
This is un barril.
Yeah, right. Like no, I fucking had a pack of ¿cómo se llama? A pack of weenies, you know, que está así, tu badass,
okay,
pero se me convirtió aquí atrás.
Una sausage.
Yeah, weenies on my stomach is wild.
That is
okay. Well, then let's
that
move
sounds
on.
Gross.
Yeah,
so let's talk about the trip. I've had a few people, by a few, maybe like 3 people that actually reached out to me.
300. You could say 300.
I didn't want to put that number out there, right? But I did have a few people that reached out and were like, hey, you know, what parks do you recommend? And this and that. And the people that asked me, I literally said that we went to what we did, right? I'm like, we went to 2 parks and Magic and Disney World. And then, because this Disneyland is California and Disney World is Florida.
Yes.
So Disney World in Florida has 4 parks. And we went to 2 out of the 4 because we decided to opt out the other 2 to go to Universal. As in I decided. And then we went... What was your favorite? So we went to Magic Kingdom Disney World. We went to Hollywood Studios Disney World. And then we did Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, which is together. It's like 2 parks right next to each other. And those are Universal. Which one was your favorite?
Mine?
Yes.
Was Universal.
Okay, mine. Like the actual park, Universal or Islands of Adventure?
Oh, okay. So Islands of Adventure tenía...
The Hulk, the Hero World.
Okay, so they had Marvel, Dr. Seuss.
It had Dr. Seuss.
The Indiana Jones,
Park. Jurassic Park was kind of small, right?
It's mid. It's
it's like it was not much, not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I think I want to say Universal.
Because Universal had
They both had
Harry Potter.
But
the Islands of Adventure had the Harry Potter that we had already seen in Cali. It was just a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. Right? And then the ones in Islands of Adventure was Diagon Alley. And then
that's the one with the dragon, right?
Yeah, that's the one with the dragon. And then that one also had Transformers. It had the Minions. It had the Shrek thing, the Kung Fu Panda. It had a lot, right? But I just feel like...
Where was Toy Story?
Oh, in in Hollywood Studios.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I feel for me, my favorite was Islands of Adventure, but I definitely loved Universal Studios. Just Universal Studios, both parks were like my favorite. But Islands of Adventure was my favorite one because obviously Harry Potter World was really nice. And Universal Studios, the Diagon Alley, I love that because it was new to me. Mm-hmm. Because we had gone to Cali and it was a smaller version of the the world, right? So I kind of had already seen that. So in this park, I really like the Harry Potter stuff. And then, but I just feel like the Islands of Adventure had a lot more rides for some reason. Like, I feel like it had the Kong ride, it had like the Jurassic Park rides. It just had a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, it took 4 days because we're at Islands of Adventure last, right? So it took not 4 days, but it took those other 3 parks for me to be like, what fucking ride am I gonna get on next? What ride am I getting on next? Because I don't like rides.
Yeah, clarify with them, because you said on the video, Evelyn signed me up because she's scared. I signed him up because I was like, I don't want to go by myself.
Because you're scared. Okay.
I'm not scared.
Moving on, right?
I'm not scared. You were scared.
I was scared?
Babe, you were shitting bricks. You're like, I wish you had booked it earlier. Now I got to wait like 3 hours. Because you have to book it in Disney.
You know what it is? It's like, it's that first, like, okay, I just, it's fucking early in the morning, and I'm just like, like, but it's like
I didn't book it early in the morning.
I don't know, it's all a blur, but it's like you have to go to that. It's like that you know what it is? It's when you're like, hey, we need to talk later.
Oh yeah,
like when I get home,
I know,
and I'm like, fuck,
like why
dude,
can't we
let's just talk right now? Like, now
why say we got to talk later?
Yeah, now I gotta wait and be like, fuck, and it's like my heart, whatever.
Es tu conciencia.
Nah, but I'm just saying, like, it's like that. So it's like, hey, we're gonna get on this roller coaster, and I'm just like, fuck, like, I wish I could just get on it right now, porque now I gotta freaking wait. I'm acting like todo, like, nice, normal, and like I don't have to get on a big ass ride right now.
Why couldn't you just be excited?
I can't, because it's one thing that I just wasn't even gonna do.
Oh, you were scared.
But I don't know if you noticed it, but it was whenever we were at the superhero with Marvel and all that, when we're eating, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just go to the Hulk shit, and then I'll just come back and we swap. And you're like, okay. But that's when I'm like, man, fuck this shit, I'm going. I was like, I'm fucking going. Like, I felt like...
And that's like the ride that I liked. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like it. Like, it was not one of my top favorites.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have the chongos, honestly. I feel like my head was like...
You act like chongos are rocks. It's hair. It's like, if anything, it gave you cushion.
If anything, no, it hurt. It hurt. Speak to me when you have long hair and make chongos like that. Don't tell me it didn't hurt.
I'm gonna get the surgery down. Okay. That's
anyways,
crazy. You know, Milo was gonna cry the other day at HEB.
Why?
Because I told him, I'm like, oh, papi, what did I say? I'm like, man, your hair's gonna grow long, right? Oh, because I saw the curls thing, the curls shampoo or whatever. And I'm like, oh, papi, remember when you had long hair? He's like, yeah. I'm like, grow it long so you can get the braids and everything. He's like, no, I don't like it. I'm like, oh, grow it long and then cut it and then give it to me so I can make a wig, right? And then he's like, and his eyes got watery. And I'm like, what are you crying about, bro? And he's like, because you said you're going to cut my hair and you're going to keep it. And I'm not going to have it anymore. And I'm like, the heck, bro? I'm like, whatever.
He's another emotional kid. Like.
Yeah, he is. He is. But yeah, that for Hulk, I was like, I don't know why. No, se me vino like...
Hulk was in Islands of Adventure, guys.
Yeah, I said that. But... I did say that. But no, but I was like, you know what? That I want to get on. Like, yeah. So I went to the single rider shit, and then there was it's like we
got so lucky with the lines. That's
yeah,
the crazy
we did.
Part
and then so I get in this line, right? And then there's a whole family of 4, but they got on the single rider shit, right? So then I saw que dijeron, hey, well, single riders, it had a thing, like a little, what single riders is, and that's pretty much like saying, if there's gaps in the seats, or if we just need to fill up one seat, that's where the single riders go. Yeah. So then I started thinking, I'm like, fuck, it's not that it's a fast line. It's just porque si the gente were the regular line. Yeah. If let's say if it's 5 families straight, and if happens to fit each thing, then I'm just not gonna get on until there's a little space.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
I know. Fuck. That's what I was like thinking. I should have just gone on the other line.
Yeah, but I got on pretty fast.
You did. I feel like I was there for a while.
No, yeah. Whenever you stopped after the metal detector, subiste 1 and 2, and you were probably like you were right there. Yeah. And I didn't get in line. I didn't wait in line until I was inside. Oh, okay. Like I went all the way inside y ya me quedé una línea. So there was a family of 4, And the guy's like, all right, how many? No, he's like, all right, I just need, who's going to ride first? And they're like, oh, all of us. And they're like, no, I just need one. It's like, it's a single rider. And they're like, no, we're a family of 4. And then like, the guy's like, oh, well, you're in the single rider line. Like the family one is here. He said like, oh, well, then let's just get on here. He said like, well, you have to go back out, like outside. And then she's like, let me think about it. He's like, it's all right. You know what? Like, it's okay. I can fill in the seats. And then he grabbed somebody else like from the regular line, you know? And so then they were like Hispano, like Spanish, like from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, ¿sabes qué? Vámonos de aquí. Like, and they were all pissed. Like the mom was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, I'm like, well, why'd you get in this line? You know?
Yeah.
But they probably didn't know.
Yeah.
So then so I was like, all right. I'm like, in my head though, I was like, all right, it's gonna be their turn, and then it's gonna be me, right? So, but I was excited, and then they left, and suddenly I'm the first one in line, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm next, you know?
Yeah.
But it was cool. I fucked with it, man. It was cool.
She sent a picture of her baby. I'm sorry. Oh, se parece a su little sister, a su older sister.
Oh, sí.
All right. But yeah, for me, I heard what you were saying, babe. I heard what you were saying.
I felt like give me my money. And it was like,
Y'all did it to me.
I'm like, no.
I said it and
Nobody?
y'all both walked away. But for me, but overall, guys, I've heard like Magic Kingdom is not like the best park.
What? I heard that Magic Kingdom is one of the best parks.
No, well, not for adults.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I thought you meant animal.
Attitude.
I thought I heard Animal Kingdom. Sorry.
God.
Thought I heard Animal Kingdom.
That's where Milo gets it from.
Wait. Oh, I thought you said first food.
Oh my God. Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom.
Real OGs know, right, babe?
Yeah, real OGs knows. No. I would hear that, oh, it's boring, blah, blah, blah. But guys, Magic Kingdom was the best. Out of the 2 parks we went to, I loved it. Like, and I had 0 alcohol in me. Like, you can't really drink.
I wish I had alcohol. It was hot.
It was hot. But honestly, though, like, it was such a great experience overall. Like,
it was cool, man.
Like, Magic Kingdom literally had magic. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it was a crazy great experience. We were first timers, so we just enjoyed. We went with the flow. We did buy the lightning lane in the morning, and then I booked our first ride at 7
I would say
in the morning.
definitely get lightning lane.
Well,
though.
it's changed now. It's different.
I would say don't get it. And
no. I would say look into it, because I don't know how. Like, I think now you can buy lightning lane and book your 3 rides like a month in advance or something like that. And then before, I think they've maybe look into it, guys, because I heard it's supposed to be better than when we got it. I would buy it the night before, and then I would I think you before, when we went in like a few weeks ago, the change happened in July, like July 20 something. And basically we would buy the lightning lane 24 hours before the actual day that we visited the park, and then at 7 in the morning you could book your first ride. And then, so I booked the rides. I did look into rides, and I had rides in mind that I wanted to book. The only one we didn't get on was the 7 Dwarfs, right? Mm-hmm. Because that one, for the lightning lane, you had to pay extra money per person. And to me, it was like, I heard it was a really good ride, but I was like, it's not like, my focus was to get Milo on most of the rides. So we got on like pretty much all the rides except that one. I think that was one of the ones that we didn't get on. Other than that, we got on all. Oh, and we didn't do the Tiana Bay area because it was a new section of the park. And we didn't do the train around the whole park. I didn't even know there was a train that went around the whole park.
No, I'm more like, yeah, we only missed a few of the rides. Like, it was
like
literally we probably did like 90-95% of the rides.
Yeah, for going at that time.
On all of them.
In every park, we were able to do like he said, 90-95% of the
like
rides.
For sure, like Universal.
We did everything.
We didn't do that tall back.
Oh, yeah, that one. Because you were scared.
My nightmare. Yeah, and one of my biggest fears.
We didn't do that one, and we opted out of the Simpsons because we did that in California.
But I wish we would have done it because I like that one. Pero me da miedo.
We did the Tower of Terror or
Oh yeah, that was
Har
cool.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, that one was dope.
That
I
was
like
cool.
that one.
Yeah. That one tripped me out. How, like, I didn't realize that we were up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we walked in, and then like suddenly you're sitting down, and suddenly like, sí se siente like you're going up, and then como que you go in somewhere, and then you're back. And then when the thing opens, like, we're suddenly like really high, and I'm just like, when the fuck? I never felt like we were like really high.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
I thought it was pretty cool, but it was like, fuck, the seats are small. Not that they're small. Es como en vez de una silla normal, it's como que like almost like así, like the floor, like you're like close to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For that one?
yeah, you didn't feel it like that?
No.
It didn't feel like like this seat. It felt como if the seat is okay. Like, you know, which one is the one in the dark?
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. You know how that one was like así? That's how that one felt. Como que like it's a small seat.
I
in a
didn't
way.
feel like that. I'm a small girl. So.
Pinche the thing todo loose. Like, it's just like a little cinto. I was like, I won't fucking fly out this bitch.
But yeah. And what about like we didn't focus on snacks. I wish we would have, but we didn't really focus on snacks. We were focused on the rides. However, we did get a lot of snacks. We got mainly churros, because Milo is like in love with churros, and every time he like, oh, can I have a churro? Can we buy a churro? That was like the snack he asked.
It takes the magic, but it takes like the experience away. Like when you look it up, like whenever I looked up the moose juice, you know what I'm talking about, at Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
It's
like
like
an orange.
It's just like it's
an icy orange Fanta icy.
Yeah, but it's like it's the moose juice. It's like, and I was like, man, don't tell me that. You know, like, not that I want it to be moose juice, but it's just like any other thing. Like, so it's like,
but it's just one of those things. Like, are you really gonna try it? Or if they were to, they were like, oh, it's because it's like they have to tell you what it is to explain it. You know?
Yeah. No, yeah, but it's like, and then I just wish. It's just, that's how it is everywhere. Any theme park, like, it's the foods might be cold, stuff like that. Like the Shrek waffle pizza.
Oh yeah,
like,
that was good.
It was good, but it was not like that. It wasn't hot.
It wasn't like where it's hot, like, and cheese melted like that. It was warm.
Yeah,
it was
it's
hot,
just like,
but not. It was like, yeah, it was.
It's like whenever like you bring from Second Slice the pizza.
Oh yeah,
like when you bring it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I eat it like that. That's how it felt.
Yeah, I can.
Not
see
como
that.
freshly made. You know?
Yeah.
I was like that. But overall, I think we really like that. I wish my parents would have gone to Universal.
I know,
but I'm glad they went to Disney, because that's like the
So to me, it's so crazy because they were gonna book Universal and not Disney. But I knew your mom really wanted to experience the whole castle thing, and I was like, just book the 2 Disney parks, and then we go to Universal another time, you know. And I just know your mom loved it. Like, it's so crazy to me because
it's just unfortunate que le dolía mucho los pies, because it was a lot of walking though.
Yeah, it was. But just crazy that I just feel like your mom has, I mean, she said it, she has really sensitive skin, you know, because she had good shoes both days.
Yeah.
She had the Asics one day, and then she had the Hokas the other day. So I feel like both days she had really good shoes, and she still got like a big blister, guys. She got but she was being prideful though, because I would tell her, let's get a chair, like a little chair, you know. She didn't want to, and she's like, I don't know how to drive it. I'm like, it's so easy. And there was people that literally got it, and you could tell they were just being lazy, like, just because. Which, I mean, cool, right? But
like whenever I parked the stroller outside of the Minions, remember I told you? I was like running, but y'all were already going in, and I'm like, boom, and I just parked it, and the lady was going, and then I'm like, were you gonna park here? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were gonna park here. Like, you know, I don't want to say it like exaggerate, but yeah, I didn't. Are you gonna park here? Like, I didn't know if you're gonna park here. And she's like, and she just like, I'm like, okay, like,
yeah.
Well, if you're gonna park there, it's because you're gonna get off, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's another tip though, to get a stroller.
Oh, yes. With that being said, guys, we're going to go on a quick break because the camera just shut down.
Yes, sir.
And we are back. So yeah, another tip. I decided I was doing all this research, right? And a mom said, if your kid fits in a stroller, get it, because at the end of the day, they are kids, and if as an adult you get tired, can you imagine how tired they will be? And I'm like, that's so true. We don't have a stroller, right? So what I ended up doing was I ended up like doing research to see what strollers, I was like looking at the ones that the parks rented out, and then I was looking at the companies that were like popping up on TikTok. So I ended up picking one of the companies, and I loved it because I paid like $100 for the whole week. Opposed to, and then we had like, it was comfy, it was not a plastic one, it had the little cover, it had space underneath, it came with like a little cooling pack, and it was the size that the parks allow for you to take, right? Because it just goes based on size or whatever. So then they dropped it off at the hotel, and then they picked it up at the hotel. So we took that one stroller to both Disney parks, and we took it to both Universal parks. And for me, I think it was great. Obviously, we're not going to take anything that's like expensive and leave it there, and if we did any shopping, we did it after, like towards the end. I feel like we hardly really bought like in between, and if we did, we really hit that stuff.
Yeah.
But I would definitely get a stroller if you have kids that are like 6-7 years old, like I feel like at that age they're still good. I mean, it just depends on how big your baby is, right? But
you know what I'm thinking about right now?
What?
It's porque the one thing that I did like is that Milo ended up starting a collection, right, of these these pressed pennies. So each little ride had its own like pressed pennies thing, right? And
each ride, yeah, and
pretty
like,
much, and
each ride had one, and then throughout the park it had different theme ones.
Yeah, and like I feel like he's never seen them, right? Like, because when I first saw him, the only place that I ever saw him really was at the zoo.
Yeah,
that's where I would like see them, right? And but I'm glad that we got it from him, because now you got him the little book, and he has like how many?
He has like 38 or 39.
Yeah. $38 worth of pennies.
Not really.
No, it's like,
because it was like 30 or 20.
Let's say $30.
$25 to $30. Yeah.
Because you would get like a deal with like whatever, 8 for $5 or 8 for 4 or some shit. But yeah, but I'm glad that he got that, porque it's just like I told him, I'm like, wow, like you now you're gonna have a collection, and he's like, what's a collection? I'm like, it's where like you just have a lot of something, like it's and that's you thing. Like it, your thing or whatever.
And it's cool because he would do the whole thing like that, and
but he'd get tired though.
Yeah, and then he would because it gets hard when it's like in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And obviously it was one of those things that he spent that money. I mean, we spent some too, right? But I was like, well, you got to get dollars, like, and he's worked for his money, and was your parents, people give him money, right? So then we would be like, okay, well, you got to break this 20. And we went to Hollywood Studios, and then he bought us a beer so he could get change to go get the shark one, right? The Jaws or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was, right? That's crazy. ¿Cómo se llama? The guy saw that it was his birthday, so he's like, oh, here, little man. He gave him a little shark gummy, and he's like, put it in between your teeth. Like,
another tip, guys, if you are going in celebration of literally anything, ask them for a button. Like, you just don't know. Like, we had a first visit button for all the parks that we went to. Well, I think we get the first visit ones for the Disney parks. At Universal, Milo had the happy birthday one.
Yeah.
And at Disney, Milo had the happy birthday and the first visit. But I did see people were, somebody said, I just graduated or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And I saw another, like a bride. It was like a bride, and she had like a little button que decía como algo de Disney, but Disney gave it to her. So I would suggest, like, if you're celebrating something, even if it's not that day, Milo wore the it's my birthday the whole week.
And so many people told him happy birthday.
And yes, it just made it a even more special experience for him, because literally when we were watching the parades, I don't think we watched a parade and they didn't say them.
No, and I think I mean, he knows he's wearing it, but I feel like sometimes, like, let's say se le olvidaba, and they'd like be like, oh, happy birthday, and then he'd probably be like, oh shit, like,
yeah
like, como que, like, damn, how do they know, like, it's like
he'd be like, it's not my birthday.
Oh yeah, because it's not my birthday anymore. And I'm like, yes, it is, bro. Like, relax.
Well, he didn't tell that to anybody, but he would tell us, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and we're like, no, we're celebrating your birthday. But honestly, guys, the way and Hollywood Studios was cool. Star Wars was there. I liked it. The area was really nice. The Toy Story Land was nice as well. I really liked it. One of Milo's favorite rides, and one of Milo's least favorite rides was in Toy Story Land. We got him on Slinky. He hated it. Like, he got really scared, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to Toy Story Mania, and he loved that one.
Which one's that one?
The shooting.
Oh, and that one was pretty cool.
He liked that one. He said that one was one of his favorites.
Yeah, and then my mom, I feel like my mom had fun with the little aliens.
Which
you know what I'm talking about? Where you were spinning.
Oh yeah.
Like, that one had her laughing. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, guys. That we invited Roland's parents to join us on the trip, and it was just like, I think it was just amazing that they experienced it like for the first time, and then we all experienced that as a first time in celebration of Milo's birthday. You know, it was cool.
Yeah,
like,
it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, because his mom's scared of rides, so that's probably where you get it from. Because your mom is scared of rides.
I'm not scared of rides.
And she got on pretty much everything except Slinky. She didn't get on that one. She didn't get on like the roller coaster type of rides.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Studios, my favorite one was the railroad one, the Mickey one, the mini one. Like, we were on the train, and then
that one was so nice.
That one was my favorite.
Yeah.
That one had me cracking up. Yeah. Like, it was just, honestly, that one was like my favorite. Yeah. And then honestly, the longest we waited was at Universal, because we opted out of the Express Pass, because for the three of us, it was $700 just for the Express Pass.
Yeah, but for 2 days, so let's say $350 a day per person.
It was for both days?
It was for both days. Yeah.
No, it was for 1 day. For both parks.
Disregard that information. Yes, it was only for 1 day.
Yeah, it was for 1 day, because we had the tickets that you could go park to park, because if you go to Universal, you need to have the ticket that you can go to both parks in 1 day because of the Harry Potter train. And that was our main focus. Like, the main focus was the Harry Potter train.
That's why we were like, it's for both parks. Like,
yeah, so we could use the express line in both parks, but 1 day, and we were there 2 days. So we just opted out, because we're like, okay, well, we can focus on.
No, so we said, like, let's see the lines today,
and then we'll decide.
And then we'll decide if it's like long as hell, then we get it tomorrow.
Yeah, we did say that.
But
we didn't.
But the longest, and then at Universal, the times aren't even that crazy.
Yeah, they're not.
Like,
I think the longest line.
The longest was 50. No, the longest was 50 minutes in the Transformers, because that.
Oh, because it messed up.
Yeah, they shut it down like 3 times.
Line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. We went in there and the line was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then while we were in the middle, it just started like slowing down, and it had to like,
people were sitting down.
Yeah, people started sitting down. We're like, what the heck? And it was because the ride had messed up, and that's why we were there for 40 minutes. But to me, it was fine, just because it was one of those things where it's just like, where are we rushing? Mm-hmm. You know, like, we don't have a rush. We're on our own time. So we basically, Universal, the way we did it was, we started at Universal Studios, spent most of the day there, and we watched the parade, and then we caught the train to end it at Islands of Adventure. Mm-hmm. And then from Islands of Adventure, we did all of Harry Potter World, because that was the main focus, Harry Potter World.
And the Hagrid ride?
Man, guys, the Hagrid ride.
The Hagrid ride was badass. I think that's like my favorite one.
Yeah.
Like, it was
my favorite.
And it was at nighttime too. And shout out that kid, porque the kid that I rode it with, like, mm-hmm. he's like, hey bro, you're ridden this one before? I'm like, nah bro. And he's like, this is my second time. It was gonna be his second time, and it's like the motorcycle and then the little ride on. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, you can get on the motorcycle.
I was on the motorcycle.
Like, I bet, you know. And he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, it's gonna go faster and all this shit. I'm like, all right, bet.
That drop, right?
Yeah, the surprise drop is crazy.
Yeah, guys, like, Hagrid. I love Harry Potter, and Hagrid's ride was just the fucking ride. Like, it was just amazing.
And I like that it was at nighttime.
And we went on the perfect time. Like, I really feel like God was with us on this trip, like 100%. Like, because we really we were able to get in line and just get on the ride. And it was like literally midsummer. And that's what I would hear. Summer is the worst time to go. Blah, blah, blah. It's so hot. And
it makes me realize that a lot of the stuff that people say, like,
it's BS.
Not BS, but it's just personal opinion. And it's just like, you know, like I could make a video on TikTok and be like, guys, do not go during the summer. Like, you know, it's like,
yeah.
No, bro, you literally, I feel like you can go at the slowest days. And let's say, like, I mean, the days that like people don't go as much. When would that be? Like, what season?
Amy was just telling me today that the first week of October, it's like one of the best weeks of the year to go. I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, like she's planning on going. She's like, she was inviting us.
But like best week?
Like one of the weeks to go, because it's the slowest weekend over there.
Week or month? Like
the weekend of the first weekend. First weekend of October, because the decoration's already out. The fall decoration is out and people are in school. So nobody's going. They're going for the Halloween. So they're going the last 2 weeks of October. So she's like, people opt out the first week to go the second half of the month. But ya están todas las decoraciones. So it's a really nice experience.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So she's like, kids are in school. So nobody's like leaving to go to Disney, you know. She's like, we need to go on a random trip. Like, book it, like all of us. And I'm like, I'm down. Milo's gonna get, you know. She's like, yeah, let's do it. She's like, I'll let you know when I look into the prices. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
She says she gets like a round trip flight for like $70-$80.
Oh, really?
It's like, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And then the ticket is like what, like $100? I was just like, And I'm like, y'all don't stay at the Disney resort? She's like, nah, we just get a regular hotel, because it's like, we're not even there anyways. We're just literally going for the park. I was like, oh, that makes sense. We already experienced the hotel. Like, it'd be cool to just go and have fun. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I literally feel like it was a mistake to go, because I feel like it just made me fall even more in love with, like, the theme parks. Like, I hadn't been to theme parks in, like, years. Except last year that we went to Universal, to California.
I'm never going to get over that trip.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite trips. Like,
yeah, same.
I don't even have trips, but that's one of my favorite trips.
Yeah, like, Universal. And you know what, guys? Like, it's me and Roland do not have the money. Like, we paid that on a fucking credit card. And you know what? We're like, I told him, I'm like, let's pay on a credit card. Like, we're gonna pay it off anyways. Like,
yeah.
I was tired of like just putting everything on hold because we didn't have the money up front. But then I'm just like, I know God, it's one of those things that this year we did say that we weren't going to look at money like in a negative way, you know, we were going to look at it like positive. And I just feel like we're just getting there, like, you know, and Milo, he already experienced Super Mario World for his birthday, and now he's experiencing Disney World and another Universal, like in Florida, like, you know. Like, yeah. It's just crazy, like, to me that he gets to experience at such a young age. And he's grateful for it, you know? But
I was just thinking about that. What? The gratefulness part. Like, I'm sure he's grateful, yes. But there was a few times that we had to tell him, like, bro.
Oh, yeah, you know, for sure.
What are you getting upset over? Like, look at where we're at.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be good. You're supposed to, you know, like... I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure every kid, like, deals with certain shit and whatever, you know, but that was one thing that I'm just like, bro, like, you better.
Do you realize where you're at? Like,
yeah, like, you better fucking, you know.
Mm-hmm. Get your shit together.
Get your shit together, porque I'm real quick, I'm about to just, you know, we're going to leave, which I wouldn't leave porque we fucking spend money
like,
for that shit.
You're leaving, I'm staying.
Yeah, no, that shit was wild.
And then one thing that happened, guys, so me and Milo bought magic bands, right? And I got him, it was not like a vintage one, but it was like a classic one. Like, you know, it was the old school Mickey Mouse, and it had 1955. It was a limited edition, and I got it on sale for $35 when originally I think it was like $65. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was like $35. And so basically me and Roland got off the truck, and the magic band fell on the floor, I guess, when I got out. And then That was one of the worst things. Like, I just felt like shit because Milo really wanted, he was so excited about his magic band and we couldn't find it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, you want to go? And I'm like, no, ni pa qué? Like, it's
I was
super
like,
dark.
I can go look. I didn't want to go, but I was like, man.
That's another thing too. I knew you didn't want to go. So if I would have said yeah, you would have been like mad. See or no?
No, I would just fucking go. I would blow the steam on my way over there. But I'd be like, fuck, bro. Like, and I'm like, you want me to go? And you're like, nah. And then I'm like, well, and then in the morning when we went, like, let's just drive by, check.
Mm-hmm.
Y ahí estaba todo quebrado.
I know, I estaba quebrado. I felt like shit. Like, I wanted to cry. Like, I'm not like an emotional person, but I really did feel like shit because I knew that it was like when we went to Mario World. We all had the little things,
Mm-hmm.
And this one, like, I had mine, so I knew the experience that we had the first day, like with going like that and with the, ¿cómo se dice? With the fireworks, it was turning on and like vibrating, so it was a cool experience.
Mm-hmm.
That was our ticket to get in, and I don't know, I really felt bad, but when we got to Hollywood Studios, I explained it to Milo. Like, I explained to him, that what had happened, and he literally was like, you were the last one, like, you took it off of me, right? I'm like, I know I can't find it, but I will look for it, right? And then I find it and it's broken, and then he sees it and I explain to him what happened, and he just doesn't say anything, right? And then we get to the Hollywood Studio Park, and you can't transfer those, guys. So once you have it under your name, nobody can use it. Like, you can't change it. Like, you just can't. It's just to you,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like looking to see if I could just give him mine so he could use it. Pero, pues no, like, he could have, but he wasn't going to know,
Yeah.
But he didn't want it because he's like, that one's yours.
Yeah.
But
we got a replacement, so
literally as soon as we walked into Hollywood Studios, the second park, which honestly, like, they're not as nice as Magic Kingdom. Everybody in Magic Kingdom was like, oh, all nice.
Yeah, maybe because it's for the kids and shit.
Yeah,
right?
but Hollywood Studios said, fuck that, we ain't gonna be friendly here. And we walked into the first store, and there's like a whole wall of magic bands, and my in-laws, like, they bought Milo one, and they obviously, we would have bought it for him, right? But your mom was like, oh, I'll just buy it for him. So he got to pick out another one, which he was looking for his original one,
Yeah.
I saved it though as a memory.
The broken one?
The broken one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm glad that way you're reminded to look behind you,
Wow, that's messed up. I literally said that I'm not an emotional person, and that's one of the things that made me
You are an
wanna
emotional
cry.
person.
I'm not an emotional person.
You don't have, like, no emotions?
I have emotions. I'm not very emotional like you, though.
You control your emotions.
I know how to control my emotions, yes. You and Milo do not know how to control your emotions. Like,
I do.
At all. No, you don't.
Just because I get there quick doesn't mean I know how to...
You getting there quick is you not controlling them. Do you realize
maybe
that?
I am controlling it, and I'm just not letting it go past it.
You are already going past it. Like, you get there quick. Like, it's crazy to me. But with that being said, guys, do you want to go on a quick break?
No, that's the end of it. And then...
That's the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss talking to you like this.
No, we're going to talk more.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you right now. But
okay.
What time is it? Let me see.
Well, we still have a few
more
more minutes.
Yeah,
We have time. No, well, with that wrapping up the Disney trip, I guess this episode became about the Disney trip, which is cool. So maybe we can go into more little detail about it. The butterbeer. We did not try the butterbeer.
Yeah, because then
we asked them what it was, and it just didn't sound like
it's just like butterscotch and shit, and like, but I don't even know what butterscotch tastes like, but I have a feeling I know what it's like, and I feel like it's like I feel like it's like caramel with like some like it's like a nutty and shit, like algo.
But we did. So we're like, all right, we're not gonna buy it here. We didn't buy the butterbeer. So we ended up buying another beer, but we bought it in the Harry Potter world. We ended up drinking in the little scary alley and the alleys, right? That we went the secret way or whatever. And I don't know, like, what was your favorite part? Like,
of everything?
The sections of all the parks. What was your favorite?
Name me a park.
Okay, so let's go per park. Magic Kingdom. What was your favorite section of it?
A Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, so there was like the space one, there was like the carnival looking one where Dumbo was at, there was like the princess one right behind the castle where it had like Peter Pan and
I'm really trying to think right now.
and then they had the haunted mansion. That one was cool too.
That's the one that Milo got on.
Milo got on the haunted mansion one. And then the little entranceway. I love the little store section. Like, that's such a cute little area.
I don't know what I like the most on there, but I guess
walking
the
through
first
the castle?
the first thing that because then I can live my princess dreams, right? No, I think when I think of it, the first thing that comes to mind, which is so crazy, is the first little parade. That's like the one that if I can think of one memory real quick, is that one. Not even the big one.
Yeah,
it's that little one. Because there's this little...
We didn't get a good spot for the big one.
Yeah, no, but there's this little area where I'm like, I was on TikTok and it's like, oh, make sure you guys go sit in this little area. And we're there. And then some lady's just sitting there and she's like, oh, make sure he sits here because they're going to pass right through here. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, I'm here every day. I just come here for the walk. Like, I just come here to walk. Pretty much to exercise. And I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell?
Yeah,
she's like, I'm
crazy.
a local. Mm-hmm. So, in my head, I'm like, I don't know how you're in here, but okay. But you said she probably pays like a...
The annuals, the pass or whatever.
Yeah.
I need to get me that. To just go.
Right.
Look into it.
And, but yeah, I think that's my favorite thing. Porque it did feel como que they were just there for him. Obviously, they weren't just there for him, but a lot of people were like, in that parade were saying happy birthday or dándole besos and shit, mandándole besos, tirándole besos, and then he's like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was cool. What about you?
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite. That and the fireworks at the end.
Okay, the fireworks was cool.
The fireworks was like amazing.
That was cool. I thought it was just one like
big wow, but it was like a whole ass show.
Like villains, and then it was like the Aladdin, and there was different shit, right? Mm-hmm. It was cool, like that different like classic movies. I think they showed Lion King. They showed
everything pretty much. Yeah. Even Encanto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think those two things like that, and then. But I guess that doesn't really pick like a section of the park, but the experience of those two experiences for me were in that park, in the Magic Kingdom. What about Hollywood Studios? There is Toy Story Land, there is Star Wars, there's the that's pretty much. Oh, we went to the journeys, what is it? The boat ride.
Oh yeah.
And then the little walkway to go to the scary one.
Nah, for that, it's Toy Story. For me, it was Toy Story.
For me, it was Toy Story too. Oh, and then we were in that Pixar alley.
Which one's Pixar alley?
Where we were right there, like sitting down, and he was eating his donut, and there's like
Tava Joy and shit. Oh, where he got the popcorn bucket and all that.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, somebody had told me, I'm like, they're like, hey, grab a popcorn bucket because they're pretty cool and you can resell them and stuff. He's like, if I give you some money, can you bring me one? And I'm like, fuck no, bro. I'm not buying anything for anybody. Like, no, I'm not gonna
come again. Say like that.
No, I know.
That just sounded so mean.
But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy nothing for nobody.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Imagine if we would have bought it and then they would have stole it. Like,
no, but that's another reason to take a stroller too. Like, porque if you buy shit, at least you have somewhere to store it. Porque imagine if we didn't have one, he'd be all tired. We'd have bags and shit. Like, nah. Which one's the one with the water? Where was the water? The Popeye. Where's that one? At Universal? Yeah, it has to be Universal.
Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were wet whenever we walked between the hero.
That day we were fucking wet as fuck.
Yeah.
Pero yeah. So at ¿cómo se llama?
Hollywood Studios was Toy Story.
It was definitely Toy Story.
Me too.
Star Wars would have been one if I was more into the movies.
Yeah, for me too. But the ride on Star Wars was fun. We didn't get on one of them. There was two, I think.
Oh yeah.
We only got on one.
Yeah.
That one was fun. What about...
Where Milo was a pilot?
Yeah. In Islands of Adventure, you said it was... También está... Islands of Adventure was just amazing. Like, it had the Popeye one. Milo loved that ride. We got on it twice.
Yeah, Popeye, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park was all right. I think I prefer the other one.
Well, we didn't get on the Velociraptor one.
Oh yeah, that was like one of the big rides, right?
Yeah,
Pero that was down.
We didn't get on that one. Yeah, it was down. It's like that one. It was like one ride was down. It's like they were doing work on all of the rides.
Yeah.
So we were just catching on as they were done. We were getting the line.
We'd be like, oh shit, this one's open.
Yeah, let's vamos. And then we were just going like that. But we ended up skipping that one because we were just like, whatever.
There you
go. I think for me in that one, I really, really enjoyed the hero world, you know?
That was cool, man.
But Harry Potter to me was top, right? But I enjoyed the hero world, and I also enjoyed Seuss's world. I loved it.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss was cool.
And I'm glad we were able to walk through Dr. Seuss during the day and night.
Oh yeah,
this week it was really nice.
Whenever we were leaving that first day at Universal and we were walking through Dr. Seuss, we walked through that area through Islands of Adventure. Yeah, we ended the day at Islands of Adventure, but we're leaving.
Yeah, you know, but we walked through it. Yeah.
Oh, because we got to see the Harry Potter show since we didn't watch it over there. Pero I liked that. I liked seeing the stuff at night. That was cool.
Yeah, the nighttime. Now I wish we would have seen the hero world at nighttime.
I wonder what that was like.
I wonder how that would have looked. And then for Universal, obviously it was Harry Potter was like my favorite.
Yeah, for sure. I think Milo's favorite. I think también he would probably say Harry Potter, pero I know he liked that Popeye.
Yeah, that was one of his favorites.
Yeah, porque...
Man, we got on it twice.
Yeah, he's like, I want to go again. I was going to be like, no,
you know. He wanted to go
like,
again.
After that?
Yeah. I was like, nah, dude. I'm like fucking soaking wet
right now. We paid $7 to dry off. That was the dumbest. That's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
Yeah, those dryers fucking burn. It was not even like cool air. It was like hot air. I'm just like, and Milo's like, it's hot. I'm like, you better stay in here, boy. You wanted to cool off? Yeah. Do you want it to dry off here?
You get wet again with all the sweat and shit.
I know.
No, but I mean, I get it.
It's an experience.
I get not the experience. I get the concept. I get like.
No, yeah, me too.
It's like a blow dryer, like a heat. You know, te va a secar. Pero I feel like if it's one person in there, porque people would pay and se metían como 4 or 5. You know, us it was 3 of us, but still it's like. You know, but if let's say if you're one,
you're like standing in the middle, right?
Yeah, I think not that it'll get you dry completely, but
you
can walk away.
Yeah.
But
with that being said, guys, I will be sending this link to people that were asking me. Just like that, I feel like we went into a little bit more detail. But feel free to hit us up or hit me up because
I don't know nothing.
Roland does not know nothing.
When people do ask me, they're like, "Hey, how much was the trip, bro? How much y'all pay?" Like, I don't know, bro. Honestly, ask Evelyn. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just there. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys. Oh, we'll see you guys again next week.
We'll see you guys next week.
That's it. Peace.